We are live on the air. This is OmniDog with Omnibros Wednesday show with my amazing co-host, Luis. Luis, how's it going?
Baba Booey.
Oh, crap.
Come on, Jess. We're professionals.
Damn it. I was watching Saturday Night Live clips that my daughter sends me.
It wouldn't be the start of a good Omnibros show without a mess up. It always starts like that. How's it going, Jess?
Good. As Matt Miranda would say, everything's coming up Millhouse. I'm doing well.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I am fighting off maybe a cold or something. I don't feel too hot. But the show must go on, and we are here. And we are here for your entertainment and for all you nerds out there that have nothing else to do on Wednesday night.
Like us.
Like us. Exactly.
Before we get started, though, let's throw out a shout out to somebody that I just dropped major dollars at yesterday.
Ooh, Jess, if I were to, let's say, try to procure a certain box set that has been coming out and everybody's talking about, where can I get that box set?
If you're talking about the Infinity Gauntlet box set, Luis, I believe you can get it for a major discount from that $500 price at InStockTrades.com. Not only am I getting that box set, it's coming FedExed free. My box weighs 50 pounds. I have 50 pounds of books coming. That is some service that place gives. Sending me that thing free FedEx and the other books. Not only can you get up to 50% off on your books, order $50 or more books in the United States and you get shipping free. You get loyalty discount, which helped me save an extra $10 on that Infinity box set. And bomb-proof packaging. I have never seen anything like their packaging. And fabulous customer service. Fabulous customer service. They're great there. That's In Stock Trades, our sponsor, and we are way happy to have them as a sponsor.
Yes, we are. They are fantastic as a company, and they have great people working for them as well.
They sure do. Wonderful people.
Yes. InStockTrades.com, guys. We've plugged them before. We love them. They love us, and we decided to do a match made in heaven with them. And, yeah, go check them out. Bomb-proof packaging. You know the spiel. Jess gave it right now. So, have you gotten the Infinity box set yet? Or is it on the way?
It has been picked and shipped, and it's supposed to be here Thursday or Friday, which would be amazing, except, God, my wife is sick and is home for 5 days, and I've got to do some splaining to do, Lucy, because this huge box is going to come, this 50-pound box. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to say I pre-ordered it last year because I'm also I'm getting so much stuff all of a sudden that I pre-ordered last year. Not this, but I mean, I pre-ordered a bunch of stuff last year, and it's all coming in, and she's going to be home.
Ooh.
And past Jess created these problems for present Jess. Jess is in trouble.
Yeah, we've talked about past Jess and future Jess in the past, where past Jess didn't really care. Future Jess is now present Jess, and present Jess seems to care a little bit more now.
Past Jess is a fucker. I can't stand him.
That's very well said.
Yeah. Darn it.
So, do you think she's going to see the Infinity Wars box set?
Well, there's a solid chance she's going to see the box. I was honest with her, and I said I did pre-order some stuff. It is coming in, so as far as she's concerned, it's a pre-order, and so I should be in the clear with that, even though it's a big giant thing. I've got 3 statues coming in too.
Oh, Jesus. Yes,
I know. Well, I past Jess, I'm telling you, it was last spring when I ordered them, and they just came out. So.
It just kind of worked that way, where everything just dropped at once on you.
Yeah, they all just shipped at once. So she's prepared. I've already, explained everything. So I think everything will be fine, actually. But Yeah, whatever. I'll be okay.
You'll be all right. Don't worry about it. You might sleep on the couch a few nights, but other than that,
Yeah.
It's a lazy boy, right? You rocking a lazy boy in the house?
I do have a lazy boy. I have slept on it before. Very comfortable.
Hey, that's what we have. Our couches are lazy boys for the most part, and they are comfortable, man. Sometimes I'm like, I would rather sleep on this thing than my own bed.
Yeah, it's true. They are way comfortable.
There's been many nights where I've not even on purpose, I've just passed out on them, and I wake up and I'm like, it's time to go to work.
They are comfortable. Is present Jess about to be sleeping in the doghouse? Had I not been honest and told her that these things were pre-ordered and coming, yeah, I'd be in the doghouse. But I should be okay.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta jump on that knife yourself, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
You gotta take that sword.
Seppuku.
Yeah, you gotta seppuku yourself every once in a while, and it goes a lot smoother rather than 10 boxes showing up at your doorstep and you're hearing "what the fuck" in the other room.
There's Matt Miranda. Everything's coming up. Millhouse Matt Miranda. And Omnipool said he got so much stuff. Absolute Wildcats, Deadpool, Daniel Omni, The Flash Rebirth Deluxe, Super Sons Volume 1 and 2, Batman and Harley Quinn hardcover. That's a lot. Good job, Omnipool.
Mm-hmm.
And Curtin says, I got box set, Deadpool Omnibus, and Moon Knight. Ooh, very nice. Now, wait, let's see. Kenneth hauled something, too. What did Kenneth haul? I got Superman, the Man of Steel, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 from IST. Great service. That's right, buddy. Good job, Kenny.
Well, we have Ryan in the chat. It's been a minute since we've had Ryan Sace in the chat for like a live stream.
Has just listened to Wu-Tang yet? No, but I'll read my playlist again for you if you want.
God, no. Hey, but did you start Monster by any chance?
I did. I have started it. I like it. It's fine. You pretty much prepped me for it, and so it's I'm about a quarter of the way through the first book, so I haven't got to anything past what you already told me.
Yeah, but you're enjoying it so far?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Good.
I mean, it definitely takes my Western brain a little bit to adjust to the different reading style. But I mean, whatever.
The Clark NATO asked, did anyone else hit an existential crisis before they hit 30? I'm having a weird ass year.
30?
I haven't hit 30 yet, so I'm 28. I've got that coming up next year.
Dude, you're just a kid. 30's nothing. I'm having an existential crisis because I'm coming up on a much bigger one in a couple of years.
You'll be fine, Jess. You're going to outlive me.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, I can guarantee it. Matt says, yeah, I hit 30 a few years back. Fun times. Not 30, 40 for me. We got some older. I think most of our audience is pretty older. Like they're in their 30s and 40s. A few 20s as well. But we rarely get anybody that's in their like teens for the most part.
Right. They're out getting high and having fun.
Right. And trying to get laid and stuff like that. Like you should when you're a teenager.
Not exactly.
You do that. You read the comic books and that's kind of a typical transition for most people is that they hit their teen years, especially if you're a guy, and you're like, yeah, I don't really do the comic book thing anymore, and you start getting interested in girls, and you start kind of finding who you are, and then later on in life, a lot of people they come back to it, and they're like, oh man, I used to love comics, and they start collecting a lot more.
Right.
One more year and I'll have the big 30. Yeah, but today is this is the Wednesday show, which is Q&A. So we need questions in the chat. We can't do this without the people in the chat. I am a bit under the weather right now, so I might not be as lively as normal, but we'll get through it. Wow, everybody's throwing the numbers. Youngest so far I see is 23 by Sam I Am.
And so, Jess, is Infinity box set be a companion to the Akira box set over there in the corner? No, it has a place over there where my pops are. That's where those Marvel boxes go. But I am going to actually, I think I'm going to start reading that I'm really interested in this Infinity box set. I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, Infinity box. Somebody said cobwebs. Here I come.
For my box set, yeah.
But Gabe has been posting videos of it online, and it is a beaut, man.
Yeah, it really is.
It looks really cool. So much so that I was considering maybe no. I'm not dropping the cash on that right now. I can't afford it.
No.
But it is very nice. It's very pretty.
Oh, Chaz Sullivan says he's 16.
Oh, we have a teenager. I better watch my fucking mouth then.
Are you guys looking forward to Bendis writing Superman and Action Comics following Action Comics 1000?
I totally am.
I am too. I know Omar is not. He is not a Bendis fan at all, but I am. I like Bendis, so I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, but Omar cries when he has sex, so we don't take it seriously. I'm kidding. If you're watching this, Omar, I love you, brother. But yeah, that's right. I completely forgot. Omar is not a fan of Brian Michael Bendis.
No, I don't think he likes anything that Bendis does. Which I especially his Guardians of the Galaxy, which I know got mixed reviews, but gosh, I love lots of his stuff.
I'm a Bendis apologist. I like his stuff, and recently his stuff has been more miss than hit with me. But early Bendis, when he was just coming onto the scene, his Daredevil stuff, his Jessica Jones stuff, like earlier stuff, that stuff was gold. Like you could go back to that today, and it's still fucking great.
Let's see. So, Jess, did you ever find out the difference between Death for Thor and Infinity Gauntlet? What's that a reference to? I don't understand that question.
Remember we were talking, it was Monday. We were talking about who Death is. Like, and all that stuff.
Oh, hella. Okay. Yeah. I understand it now. Yeah, I understand it now. Let's see. There was another one. David Codd likes my shirt. Thank you. Is there any book, Stephen Ray says, is there any book you've gone through too much to get and refused to sell? That is actually a good question.
That is a good question.
Is there any book you've gone through too much to get and refused to sell? Yeah. Well, a lot of the good stuff, a lot of my whales, a bunch of them were gifted to me by my friend Mike Noah. But the one that I probably would not sell because I just gave up on it and said it's never going to happen. And then it happened. Somebody offered it to me in the group as my Strangers in Paradise box set. So I don't think I would. I wouldn't give that up.
You wouldn't part with it at all?
Never.
Hey, I got that phone call that I told you about. Just
okay. I'll take over and just answer some questions. Right, is it weird that these Marvel box sets do nothing for me? No, Yavash. They're not for everybody. Just like other stuff isn't for everybody. Box sets appeal to me because I think they're cool, but no, it's not. I think it's totally normal that you don't dig those. With Spawn movie in the works, do you see Image reprinting the deluxe editions? That is a question probably for somebody like Omar, who probably knows more about Spawn than I do. I've never read an issue of Spawn in my life. So I can't actually answer that question. I apologize. Just what makes Astro City so great? Which hardcovers are out of print? Astro City is one of my favorites. I love it because it's such a different take on superheroes that they seem more real, and they're just so unique. I mean, they have a creation that I think is amazing. I can't remember her name, but she's like I'm sure I'll get corrected in the chat. She's like a living Barbie doll that's like emotionless, but she's a superhero, and it's what she has to go through. And it's an amazing story. There's so much heart in these characters, and Kurt Busiek writes it so well that you not only do you care about the characters, but you're constantly surprised with what they are up to and the situations they get in. And a lot of times it's like, for some reason, the Dark Ages takes abuse. Some people didn't like that particular run, but I liked it because it really humanized a lot of the characters in Astro City. That's me. I just like Dark Ages. Other people don't, but I did. So I think it's the fact that it humanizes these guys, and what they're up to is hasn't been done before. So that's a long answer.
Did you see that Astro City is now going to be, they're stopping like the monthly issues that they've been doing, and they're just going with OGNs from now on?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Kurt Busiek has said that he's not doing any more monthly issues, and everything that's going to come out that's Astro City universe-wise is going to be original graphic novels.
Wow, that's interesting news.
Yeah. I've always wanted to read Astro City, but I have no fucking clue where to start. And the reading order seems a bit intimidating since so many things are out of print and so many things are across different publishers, and it's always just been confusing to me.
Yeah, let me move this down here because he asked what books are out of print. Let me move my Superman figure. Let's see. Tarnished Angel, Local Hero. I don't know that Local Heroes is out of print anymore. Dark Age 1 is out of print. Shining Stars is out of print. Family Album is out of print, but not hard to find. Local Heroes may be out of print. I'm not positive, but
wasn't Image reprinting a lot of that stuff recently?
Well, it was originally Wildstorm, and then it was it was originally Homage, then it became Wildstorm, and then DC took it over, and it became Vertigo. Now it's Vertigo. You're right. It does have a ton of different publisher imprints on it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But the out of print books, Dark Age 1 always seemed a little pricey, but I was able to acquire all of them, no problem, for cover price. So I think they're out there, and DC's been reprinting a lot of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up reprinting the whole thing.
They probably will. That's DC Comics. They'll end up reprinting it. They've been pretty good recently with reprinting a few things. No, you know what? They're actually good in general with just keeping things in stock. I would say that they're a lot better than Marvel is.
Yeah, I agree. Although Marvel's been reprinting a bunch of stuff that I didn't think they would.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody that's been hitting you up for the Annihilation Omnibus can now actually say, oh my God, we can actually read Annihilation because they're reprinting that stuff in Ultimate Collections. Which, you know, we've only gotten the Annihilation stuff that's for sure getting reprinted in Ultimate Collections, but you know they're going to collect the entire Cosmic run in that format as well.
Right.
It's only a matter of time. How's Motor Girl?
It's really good.
Oh, you read it?
Yeah, I read it as soon as it came in. Really good. It really surprised me. I mean, it went in a direction I totally did not expect, and was really heartfelt. Mm-hmm. Really drew me in. Huh. The character went through so much that you start to understand what's going on, and then it sort of punches you with emotion, and you're like, whoa, I did not expect that at all. This is a really, really solid book. I loved it.
Motor Girl, that's Terry Moore, right? There's a gorilla in it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure. He looks like Magilla Gorilla.
Right, and he gets explained, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what the general premise is. I'm like, is this a talking gorilla?
Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's her companion is a talking gorilla, and that you'll understand what's going on if you read the book.
Okay, I'll check it out. How big of a series is it? How long?
I read it in an hour.
Oh, so it's pretty short.
Yeah, it's not like Echo or Rachel Rising or anything. It's it's pretty thin for Terry Moore.
Yeah, but Terry Moore's coming back to Strangers in Paradise soon, right?
That's what I heard. I don't. I've only heard that. I don't know any specifics about it.
Ooh, this one's more up your alley. Jess, you guys recommend anything from Aftershock?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
None.
Aftershock.
I mean, that's a publishing brand for comics.
Right. I'm trying to think what I own from Aftershock. Aftershock.
Well, you think about that. Arian Cardinal asks, anybody read Nailbiter? Volume 2 still not available on IST. That comes out next week. It got pushed back a week.
Let me check and see what I own, if I own any Aftershock.
Just burying Aftershock. Everyone else stoked for Gideon Falls. I have no clue what that is. There's so many comics to read. Not enough time. I ate today half of a 14-inch sub. Not the smartest choice in the world. I've got the other half in the fridge. That's going to be my lunch today. Tomorrow. Baby Teeth is Aftershock. I've never heard of a book called Aftershock. Aftershock. Yeah.
What are some of the big Aftershock titles? I'm now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I've read something, but I just can't pull it up in my head right now.
Barrier looks pretty cool. Gideon Falls is the new horror book from Lemire and Sorrentino. I didn't know. Damn, I didn't know Lemire had a new horror book.
Yeah, it just came out this week.
Yeah, but it's like every month Lemire has a new something out. The guy works like crazy.
He is prolific. You're right.
Yeah, he works. And not only that, but his Black Hammer universe now that he's expanding like crazy.
Yeah,
he's a workhorse. He keeps putting out stuff. And the thing is, with the exception of like a few things that really never grabbed me, like Trillium, most of the stuff Lemire puts out, fucking really solid. It's a really good stuff.
Right. I totally agree. James Clerk Maxwell says, what about The Woods by Tinian? I read that and liked it. It seemed at towards the middle, it seemed to kind of drag for me. So I haven't collected it. I read it in floppies and I haven't collected it in trades or anything, but I may be giving it another shot. Just because things weren't moving along fast enough for me. So that was just me.
Sledge asks, Lewis, did you get a chance to read Punisher Platoon? I have not. It's on my reading list. It's actually on my my tablet. I'm probably going to sit down and read it tonight. It's only, I think, like 6 issues. But it's Garth Ennis writing Punisher, so you can't go wrong. Ethan Johnson, do you guys know how many Grant Morrison Batman Omnis will be released? They haven't solicited anything, right?
They solicited one, the first one.
The Batman and Robin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a huge chunk. I would bet 3.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I would bet everything leading up to the death of Bruce Wayne, and then everything leading up to that Batman and Robin arc. So that would split it into 3. I think that's probably the safest bet.
I think so too. Jess, have you checked out Nikolai Dante yet? No, I haven't. I need to. I'll write that down and do it.
His other Black Hammer book came out today, Dr. Star. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to read that. So Dr. Star is a parody of Starman, which I tried reading Starman, could not get into it. I fell asleep like 3 times.
Oh my God.
No.
Do you like comics at all?
I do, but James Robinson's Starman was so boring to me when I started reading it. I said it. I said it.
Oh my God, get off this broadcast.
I've heard he gets a lot better once he gets off Earth.
It is cool once he leaves Earth, but I loved how he was like a collector, had a collector shop and everything. I thought, I love that series.
And the thing is, he's actually a pretty cool character, his son and everything, and how they tie in legacy and all. I just found it to be boring.
Okay.
Maybe I need to go back and try it again.
Mm-hmm. Don't be drunk this time.
I was completely sober.
Uh-huh.
I swear I was not drunk.
Michael Curry, my Miss Don't Touch Me set showed up today. Awesome. That is an awesome series.
Miss Don't Touch Me?
Yeah, it's Touch Me. It's hard to explain. It's a really good series, though.
Felipe is going to get you, Louis, for saying you don't like Starman. Felipe likes the Transformers movies, so I don't want to hear anything about that.
Whoops, let's see. I was way behind.
Do you guys think some of the recent DC Rebirth DC Universe books have been stalling a bit as of late? I think some of them has since they're waiting for Bendis Superman run to start. I don't know, because I'm still behind on all that stuff.
Oh, Baby Teeth is Aftershock. Okay, I have Baby Teeth, but I haven't read it yet.
What's Baby Teeth?
I forget. Let's see. I just had it, but I moved it because I reorganized, and it's somewhere. Frick, I don't know where it is. My collection's a mess.
So, just kind of bouncing off of Kenneth, do you think, Kenneth, that it could be because of the fact that they're waiting for Johns to finish up his Doomsday Clock? And then that's why a lot of the books feel like they're stalling a little bit? What issue are they even on Doomsday Clock?
I haven't read it, so I don't know. Oh, and Yavash is saying Insects is by Aftershock. Then, yes, I have read Aftershock. I love Insects. That is a great book.
Is that the one where there's cockroaches on the cover?
Could be. It's about these. This is a really hard one to explain. These women are lovers, and they have the ability to transform into these bugs, and they're not to be messed with. And it's set in like Victorian England. And it's really cool. It's got a little bit of a steampunk vibe, and it is really great.
That sounds really creepy, Jess.
It is way creepy. It's really good.
Kenneth Crowley says they're on issue 3 of Doomsday, and issue 4 comes out this month. Okay. So looking forward to that whenever they collect all that. Started reading The Button today. That was pretty good. I don't know if you gotten a chance to read that yet, Jess.
The Button, yeah, I did read it a while ago.
I liked how it's kind of tied into Flashpoint.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Kind of broke my heart a little bit with the whole letter thing. I was like, oh, you asshole. I really want them to go back. I really do want them to go back to that Flashpoint universe and explore that Joker and Thomas Wayne dynamic. God. I really want them. That is such an area that is so ripe for mining. They could do so much with that, and they haven't gone back to it.
I couldn't agree more. It is.
They keep teasing it. They keep teasing it because Thomas Wayne shows up every once in a while, and like a few things here and there, but they never fully commit and go back to it. And it's such a damn shame.
Hello, Doom fella. Sledge didn't like Starman either, although he says stamen, which is a part of a flower. When will Luis read 90s Thor? He read it. The issue is he won't review it.
I don't ever want to go back to that.
Freaking Welsher.
My therapist says I should never go back to that. I gotta go back to my happy place now. Flashpoint Omni in 2019. Probably. Yeah, if there was ever a time that they'd give us a Flashpoint Omnibus, it's when that movie comes out, because the movie is Flashpoint. They've already confirmed it.
That would be cool to have Omnis come out of it.
Yeah, they should. Jake Garrick is probably going to be in Flash War, though. We still haven't really seen the JSA in Rebirth yet either. That's true. We really haven't seen the JSA in a lot of the Rebirth stuff yet. I didn't realize that. Jess, would you be able to write JSA? Like if you DC Comics came up to you today and said, "We will hand you the reins of any character," who would you do?
From JSA or just in general?
In general.
Well, I'm not a writer.
Who would you like to tackle?
You know who I really like? I would like the old style Mr. Terrific and Our Man.
Ooh,
I'd love to do something interesting with those old characters.
Good choice. Did you ever get a chance to read Mr. Terrific and Jeff Johns' JSA?
I haven't yet.
It's really good. He does a lot of cool stuff with him. It's really, really good. I personally, if I could go back, I could write anybody. I'd love to take a crack at Captain Marvel, Shazam.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
He's got a movie coming out, so we're bound to get a run or something like that from it. But he's such a character that I would love to kind of take him back a little bit to his roots and make the big cheese. I think Grant Morrison did that in Multiversity like a fucking champ, and I wanted more of that. Like out of all the stuff in Multiversity, I wanted more out of the Grant Morrison missed Captain Marvel.
I saw, let's see. Damn, everyone was disappointed by the button. Gee, I wasn't.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I haven't seen the JSA Rebirth. I believe it's Welsher. I think it's a slur on Welsh, on the Welshman. Maybe Ryan Sace can confirm that if he's still awake.
Yavash says, I'd like to try my hand at Etrigan. Fuck that. That rhyming thing would kill me.
Jess got my set of Miss Don't Touch Me today. They're trade paperback. Are yours hardcover? Yeah, they are hardcover. I didn't know they came in trades. That's cool, though. The story is worth it. Here's a good question. Ooh, Zatanna or Cassandra Cain would be picks. That's good. Jeremy Fedor asks, any upcoming Marvel titles you guys interested in with the new creative teams? That's the topic for tomorrow night's Omnibros Live with several people on the air, like I believe Riley and Omar will be on the air discussing that. So we're saving up for that.
I probably won't be on that, so I'll give my pick.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to say, I know he gets a lot of hate, but I'm going to say Dan Slott on Iron Man, simply because he said that his version of Iron Man is like a mix of Rick and Morty and Black Mirror. I'm like, okay.
That does sound wild.
You got me. I'm totally in. I'm really excited for that. That sounds like it could be a lot of fun. And I forgot what the other one was. Oh, Jason Aaron writing Justice League. That's a no-brainer. I mean, he's like the only guy left at Marvel that's writing books. So everybody else is abandoned. Him and Charles Soule.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're going to walk into the Marvel bullpen. It's just going to be Jason Aaron and Charles Soule working around each other, running around offices.
Michael Curry, the HC are oversized.
What was that?
Michael Curry's asking me about Miss Don't Touch Me.
Ooh. I've written a 12-issue series of comics trying to get an artist to transform it from script to panel.
Cool.
That's something, yeah, that is cool. That's something that I've heard that people have like tried to pitch to Image and stuff like that. Image will just go, this is a great script, but where's the actual comic? Like, show us a work product that we can actually take a look at. Because Image won't provide you an artist. You have to find your own guy. Looking forward to Venom solely because of Kate's. Anyone have input on the Skyward Omnibus about to wrap up on Kickstarter? I'm intrigued but hesitant to commit. I don't do really the Kickstarter things, so it's not really.
I do, but I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Jess, here's the question we get every week. You guys think the Snyder Batman run will eventually get an omnibus?
Well, that is a good question. I believe Riley opined that he thought it would because Metal is going to get an omnibus, and that is kind of Snyder's wrap up of all his Batman stuff. And after that gets an omnibus, Riley thought that the rest of the run would get omnied.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with that.
He's moving on to Justice League after this.
Good.
I'm interested to see his Justice League. What he's going to do with it. Because he's a horror writer. So I really want to see what if he could kind of inject a horror tinge into the Justice League. Or we'll get more of his Swamp Thing run, which I didn't care for. Did you read that, by the way?
I did. Yeah, I liked it.
Did you? I couldn't get into it.
Sorry, I liked it.
It wasn't for me. I liked Animal Man a lot more.
Who wrote that?
That was Lemire.
Lemire, okay.
Yeah, Lemire wrote Animal Man. They kind of remember they crossed over.
Yeah, they did cross over.
And that's when I think like the book stopped being as strong as it did. And then once after that crossover event, Lemire kept writing Animal Man, and it was phenomenal again. And it ended in a really strong and very sad way.
Yeah.
Have they retconned that yet?
I don't think so.
I think that whole situation with his son is still there.
What are your thoughts on Neil Gaiman bringing back the Sandman universe?
I was going to ask you that, actually.
Ask me that?
Yeah.
If it's done well, I'm okay with it. I mean, I love the characters. I love the run. I read every spinoff possible of that series with Merv Pumpkinhead and everything. So, I mean, I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Pumpkinhead. Man, I'm going to have to read Sandman again. I'm a bit more gun shy on that. I'm a bit more hesitant. I think that there's something to be said about going back to the well one too many times.
Yeah.
Sandman is a classic. It's regarded so highly. Neil Gaiman isn't writing the spin-off series. However, he is overseeing everything. And, you know, you read Sandman Overture. Sandman Overture was good. It was really good. Really damn good. It was better than I thought it had any real reason to be. With that said, Darwin Cook had this, you know, not to go on too far off a tangent, but Darwin Cook had a real cool way of why he would never go back to New Frontier. No matter how much people would say, you got to go back and do more New Frontier stuff. He said, think about it like the Rocky movies. Rocky 1 was an Oscar-winning film. But then you start getting into Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4. It starts to dilute that brand. It starts to kind of bring it down even more. And my fear is that these spin-offs and Gaiman going back way too much to the well is going to eventually start hurting the Sandman material as a whole. That's
a good point. That is a very good point.
Because for all intents, Sandman, you can read any volume. The brilliance of Sandman is you could literally read any volume of Sandman except for the last one, and you'll be fine. And all the literature and all the research that goes into it. And I read one issue of Sandman, and I think to myself, no matter how fucking good of a writer I think I could ever be, I will never be as good as one damn issue of Sandman. I will never be as polished, and I will never be as well-researched as one issue of this stuff because it's so brilliantly and intricately well-written. At least the original 75-issue run, or however long it was.
Now the chat's all about Rocky. Sledge asked me, how awesome is Richard Corbin? I like Richard Corbin a lot. I loved Rat God. There's something weirdly sexy about the way he draws. It's almost unnerving, but I do like him a lot.
Rocky IV is why the Cold War ended. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love the Rocky sequels. I love all of them, except for the one where he fights, the one where they retcon, where he fights the guy in the street. How is it that March/April is such an incredible time for TV? Atlanta came back last week. Jessica Jones season 2 comes back tomorrow on a Thursday. That's weird. And Legion, that's right, Legion comes back this month. Archer and Westworld are all coming soon. Yep, it's true.
I need to take some drugs and just watch TV for like 3 weeks straight so I can catch up on everything.
There's too much going on. There's too much good TV. Yeah.
There's so much. And I get overwhelmed and I can't even pick a show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just way too much good stuff.
Attack on Louis, have you all seen Disaster Artist?
I did.
I did too.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I thought it was great.
And I think if that whole scandal didn't come out for
James Franco?
With James Franco over the past few months, I think he would have been a shoo-in for Best Actor.
Boy, I just saw Darkest Hour. I can see why what's his name won for his portrayal of Winston Churchill. That was an unbelievably great movie.
Was it really that good? I need to see it.
Well, you have to be a student of history, I think, to appreciate it. I mean, he absolutely just nails the performance. I thought he was Winston Churchill, and it doesn't get into the war. It's the lead up to the war and what he goes through politically and emotionally, and the machinations that go on behind the scenes and everything in Parliament. So you have to. I think you got to have a real interest in Churchill to want to see it. I got teary in it. It was so powerful. But I don't know. Did you like Did you see Three Billboards?
I love Three Billboards.
Okay, so you're a man of taste, a man of wealth and taste. So maybe you'd like Darkest Hour. I mean, it's incredibly powerful.
I've been meaning to watch it. I've been catching up on a lot of the Oscar buzz films. I saw Shape of Water over the past week. Brilliant, beautiful film.
Love that movie.
The more I think about it, the more I actually want to go back and rewatch it. I absolutely adored it. It's such a beautiful adult fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Loved every scene of it. Comes out next week. I ended up watching that. I ended up watching Three Billboards. I love the hell out of Three Billboards. I thought it was really good, really solid film. one of my favorites of last year. And Sam Rockwell, what a fucking You know what? Three Billboards reminds me of a Jason Aaron story, where everybody is an asshole in it, but they somehow manage to pull you back in and you root for them.
That's a good way to put it.
And it also had one of the most shocking moments for me of the year with Woody Harrelson's character.
Yeah.
With the horses. I'm not going to get spoilers.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. But there was a scene where I was like, oh, it's going to play out this way. And I went, oh! Like, I let out an audible yell in the living room when that scene finished. Caught me by surprise.
Skull Narrative talking about your favorite movie, Lady Bird.
Fuck that movie. God, I'm so. You know what? It gave me so much joy that thing got snubbed at the Oscars. I was like, that is such a mediocre fucking film.
I need to see it still. I want to see it. My wife wants to see it. I do want to see it. I love that actress.
You will probably enjoy it a lot more because you have a daughter, so you'll relate to it in that sense a lot more than I did, which I didn't care about the problems of a little girl in the middle of a small town. Like, okay, we've all got problems, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Well, I went to school near Sacramento, so I could probably get into it. I have a daughter, so.
I was gonna say, I also tried to watch Call Me by Your Name. Hated it. Couldn't stand it. Plus, it's a little bit creepy. A movie
what movie did you hate?
Call Me by Your Name.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I hated it. It's a little bit creepy. It's about a 24-year-old guy who falls in love with a 17-year-old boy.
God damn it! The comic book I ordered for Giovanni just got canceled and refunded.
What?
What the hell?
He probably didn't have it.
He said it was in hand.
Yeah,
God bless America. They better not jack the price up on it.
Probably.
Damn it! Damn it!
What was it again?
Screw guy. Silver foil variant cover of Mira, Queen of Atlantis.
So that's right.
As soon as I'm done with this broadcast, I'll order it from someone else. It's not like it's the only guy on eBay. Jerk off. He's getting bad feedback from me.
Wow, that sucks, man.
It does. Do you like Ghost World? Is that the that's the Dan Close movie? I love that movie.
It's with Scarlett Johansson, right?
Yeah, I believe that was her first performance.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh, it's great. It's way oddball. Steve Buscemi's in it. The chick from American Beauty's in it. Can't think of her name, but it's so oddball. It's great. It's way oddball and really cool. Yeah, I love Ghost World.
I will say you should definitely watch Mute. It defies explanation in so many ways. It's like every scene was compiled from the worst possible take. Damn. I really wanted to see Mute. I haven't seen Moon, but I know it's set in the same universe as Moon.
Wait, Moon? What's Moon?
It's the one with creepy Kevin Spacey, where he's the computer, and it's Sam Rockwell, and he's in space.
Is it good?
Moon is, I've never seen it, but I've heard it's brilliant, and Matt Miranda loves it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey plays the AI.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, and Mute, which just came out on Netflix, is set in the same universe as Moon. However, the reviews have said that it's pretty bad.
Oh.
You know, reviews lately with the Netflix stuff has been really, with me personally, has been really miss more than hit. I enjoyed Cloverfield Paradox. I enjoyed Bright. I didn't love them, but I enjoyed them.
I want to see Bright.
It's fun. It's a fun film.
Yeah, I just want to see it. It looks fun to me.
Yeah, it's absolutely a fun film. It's not perfect by any means. It's very flawed, but it's still a really fun film. What I really like about Netflix is that Netflix is now becoming a place where we can get kind of like these really like trashy junk food films, like Samurai Cop and things like that.
I just saw Samurai Cop. It was awesome.
You were telling me about that. Netflix is slowly becoming that place where we can get films like The Babysitter, where critics really don't like them and they kind of don't understand the films, but they're still really fun. And if you show up home and you're drunk at like 3 in the morning or something like that, or you're with a bunch of friends, and you just want to kill a few hours, it's really become that space where you can enjoy a lot of those films. And so far, I've enjoyed a lot of what they put out.
I don't think you can compare anything to Samurai Cop. That was extra level bad, though. I mean, that's what was so great about it. It was just so badly done. I think Netflix tries a lot harder than the people did on Samurai Cop.
I'm gonna sit down tonight and watch. I think it's Victoria. I think is what the film is called. It's by the director who did Wreck. It's on Netflix. And supposedly it's a brilliant little horror film.
Victoria?
Let me double check the name of that. The Victoria Veronica. It's a black and white horror film. A Veronica. Here you go.
And where is that? On Netflix?
It's on Netflix. It was done by one of the co-creators of one of my favorite horror films of all time, Wreck. Let me see if I could get a description of it. I know absolutely nothing about the film.
Well, I'm interested in your review of it then.
Here it is, Paco Plaza. Yeah, this is in 1991 Madrid. After holding a seance at a school, a teen girl minding her younger siblings at home suspects an evil force has entered their apartment.
Oh, I love it already.
Yeah, I've heard it's black and white, and I've heard like all the reviews of it that have come out have said it's absolutely brilliant, and you need to watch it.
Oh my God, I love the premise already. That is exactly the kind of movie I like to get scared. Anything with like a Ouija board or a seance and evil spirits and demons and stuff. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, Matt said it was a letdown. Oh, that's disappointing. I'll check it out tonight.
Well, Matt, what'd you wreck it for him for?
It's good, but overhyped. I'll sit down. I love Paco Plaza, and I love the stuff that the Rec guys do, even though I thought Rec 3 was absolutely trash overall, but I still will sit down and watch it. It's not black and white. Okay.
It is or is not? Oh, it's not.
It's not black and white.
It reminds Jess of when he would play with the Ouija in his basement. Hey, Ouija boards are nothing to mess with, dude. Those things work.
Have you ever fucked around with it?
What's that?
Have you ever fucked around with a Ouija board?
As a kid, I did, yeah. And then I grew up and I realized that I think those things are evil and actually bring evil spirits into the world. I won't mess with those things, man.
You won't mess with it at all?
No. that is messing with the devil. Forget it.
Yeah, I don't mess with that shit either. So
no, I totally believe in those things. That's what freaked me the freak out was in that movie that scared me so much, Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
When the Ouija board flamed up into a pentagram when they weren't home, I was like, okay. I was watching it in the middle of the day, and I had to call my wife to tell her to come home. I was so freaked out by that movie. That's what scares me, like the unseen demons. That is what freaks me out.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking through the list of like the best horror stuff that's on Netflix right now. It Follows. I like It Follows.
Oh, I liked It Follows.
Yeah. Babadook. I like Babadook.
I never saw that.
It's good. It's really good. What else we got? Gerald's Game.
What's Insidious about?
You know, I've never seen them. I've heard mixed things about them.
These guys in the chat, John Wilson and Matt, are saying they're good.
Sorry. Troll Hunter. Have you ever seen Troll Hunter?
No, but I heard, didn't you or Omar told me Troll 2 was supposed to be really good?
No, Troll 2 I've heard is terrible.
Yeah, in that kind of way. It's supposed to be so awful you want to see it.
Yeah, in that kind of way, it's so terrible you want to see it, yeah. Troll Hunter is actually a good film. Norwegian, I love Troll Hunter. It's a found footage movie where they're hunting trolls. And these things are huge.
Is there a demon behind me right now? That's just no face.
What else? Creep. I don't know what that is. The Bar. Honeymoon. Never heard of that. The Hollow.
Here's the movies I don't like. I'll tell you are anything with child actors that get possessed. For some reason, you know, parents are dealing with an evil demon seed child. I don't like those movies. Those things don't scare me. I think they're annoying.
I wish somebody would have possessed that little girl in Wonder Woman.
Shut up. I knew you were going to say that.
It was coming.
I knew you were going to say that.
You set that up so well. I couldn't pass it.
Do you guys think Superman has a good rogues gallery of villains? I've always found them compelling and complex. Yeah, I do. I have always liked Superman's villains. Yeah, I'm not a Chucky fan at all. No, I'm not a Chucky fan. The first Omen I watched and I liked.
Oh man, I love the new one that just came out. I saw that we had a few beers in us, and I saw it that night. We were laughing our ass off. It was so much fun.
Berberian Sound Studio. I have the soundtrack to that, but I never saw it.
Were you ever a Nightmare on Elm Street fan?
I saw a couple of them, but yeah, I thought they were okay. I'm not a slasher fan.
Oh, okay.
So I don't. When it comes to horror, I like to be scared. Like one of my favorite movies is with Del Toro. What's his first name?
Guillermo. He just won the Oscar.
No, the actor Del Toro.
Oh,
Benicio.
Benicio.
This is how bad I am at things. He's he's like a bad guy in an orphanage. I think it's subtitled. It's a ghost story, and it's a really good ghost story. What I'm sure somebody in the chat can tell me what I'm talking about. It's with Benicio del Toro and
People keep saying Sicario. No.
And he's in an orphanage, and it's subtitled. It's a Spanish movie, I think. And gosh, what the heck is that?
Let me pull up his resume.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be a long.
It was a while ago. It was back in the early 2000s.
Benicio del Toro. Let's see what we got going on.
It was back in the 2000s.
I didn't like him in Star Wars.
Oh, I thought he was great in Star Wars.
I hated his ass, but I think you were supposed to.
Devil's Backbone, exactly. Kevin Sason nailed it.
Oh, okay.
Devil's Backbone. God, that was a good movie.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, it was really good. It's a ghost story, so it's gonna be a slow burn, but he's marvelous in it.
Do you like you like more ghost stories than the like traditional slasher stuff that's really popular today? You're not a fan of Saw or any of that junk?
No. Okay. No. I mean, I get the attraction, I guess, to torture porn and stuff like that, like Saw and Hostel and stuff like that. But that's not what scares me. I like ghosts and demons, witches, unseen forces, things like that.
Did you see The Witch?
I haven't. That's on my list.
Watch it with subtitles.
With subtitles, okay. You also told me to watch VHS and VHS 2, or is it Rec? Oh, did you like Rec and Rec 2?
Rec and Rec 2, yeah. You want to watch Rec and Rec 2, specifically in that order. You could skip Rec 3. I love Rec and Rec 2.
And VHS, I think you recommended to me too, right?
That was not me. I've never seen VHS.
Oh. I saw a good God, I can't remember the name of these movies. It's with Naomi Watts, and she gets the videotape that makes everybody. You put the videotape in, you watch the videotape, and you get killed.
The Ring?
What's that?
The Ring?
The Ring.
Yes.
But that's supposed to be the Japanese version is supposed to be better, but I saw the American one and it was good.
Yeah, the Japanese version, Jungju-Itu, I believe that's what it's called, is a lot better.
Okay.
It's really good. Is it Jungju-Itu? I'm thinking, hold on. I'm probably thinking of something else.
He does movies besides writing books?
No, you know what? I completely butchered that.
I've got like 9 people saying The Ring.
Yeah, Ringu is, I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not feeling too hot, so that's why.
Ringu, okay.
Yeah, Ringu is the Japanese version.
Okay, well, I'll watch that too. October is when I like to watch a scary movie a day.
Wait, oh shit, I forgot we made Nick Munoz a mod.
Yeah, there he is. We've got 3 mods in the chat. Oh, Matt Miranda, this is interesting. He says, tell me you've seen Get Out. I want to, but I just haven't. But my wife actually wants to see it. And I said to her,
your wife wants to see Get Out.
Yeah, because it got such great Oscar buzz. And I said, sweetie, this is a horror movie. This isn't just like an interracial couple dealing with stuff. This is like a scary horror movie. And bad things happen, and she said, I still want to see it. So I think we're going to see it we're going to rent it and see it this weekend. And I'm going to watch her just freak out. It's going to be great.
It's not really a horror movie. It has horror elements, and you'll get this once you see it, but it's not a full-fledged horror movie.
Well, as long as it scares the heck out of my wife, that's what I want.
It's more of a thriller.
Okay, that's cool.
With really good horror elements into it.
Okay, awesome. And it deals with race relations heavily?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay.
It is in your face about it.
All right.
It's brilliant. I love Get Out. It's absolutely brilliant. And it deserved every single Oscar buzz that it got, and it was far better than Lady Bird.
She wants to see that. I'll set her up with Lady Bird and then knock her down with Get Out.
There you go. That's the right way to do it. You know, or she'll fall asleep during Lady Bird because it's like Benadryl. So 3 times! 3 times I tried that fucking movie. I couldn't get through it.
I'll dig it because it's Sacramento and coming of age type thing. I'm sure I'll like it.
Yeah. Also, the best friend. Yeah, the best friend in Get Out is the MVP. Yeah, the general consensus is that it's not really scary, but it's unsettling.
Good. That's what I like. I like being unsettled. I like having trouble falling asleep after watching a movie.
Just tell her what you spent on the Infinity Gauntlet box set. That'll scare the shit out of her. That's good. That is good. It's a lot like a Hitchcock film. Actually, yeah, he's right. It is a lot like a Hitchcock film. So, what's your favorite? You know, kind of more on the subject of horror films. What's your favorite horror film, Jess?
My favorite horror film?
Mm-hmm.
I know Omar likes to make fun of me because of this, but it truly unnerved me, and that's Paranormal Activity, the first one. I haven't watched any of the sequels. It really unnerved me. What? I mean, it just really unnerved me. I really love that movie. I'm trying to think of other ones that unsettled me that much. It just freaked me out. See, because I don't like blood and guts, so that kind of, you know, the slasher stuff doesn't appeal to me. But I just like being spooked. So I'm trying to think of some other movies like that freaked me out.
So it's more the psychological aspect of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
People are laughing at me. Yavash is laughing at me. I'm telling you, it just unsettled me, man.
I could never get into those movies, man. I thought they were pretty terrible.
I only saw the first one because I heard the other ones weren't that good. Yeah,
like later on in the film, they tried to bring in a Spanish family, and I'm like, that is bullshit. Because the minute they would have brought in a Spanish family, the Spanish family would have moved.
Ooh, Shorty Larson brings up a great movie, The Others. That one got me.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, The Others is really, really good.
Is it really?
Yes, Nicole Kidman in it is brilliant. That's a slow burn movie. Just like I'll tell you another movie that's great that I loved is Dark Song.
Never seen it.
Dark Song is a really, really good movie. It's a slow burn too. Things start happening in it in the middle, and then a big ending. It's a slow burn. I love Dark Song. I'm not going to spoil the others. It's just great.
You saw Train to Busan, right?
I did not. That's the zombie train?
Yes. Jess, you need to see Train to Busan.
Okay.
It's so good.
And have you seen Wes Craven's Scream? I haven't.
I've seen it.
Scream, is that the one with the mask of the guy wears a mask thing?
Right. It's very much a movie of its time.
Okay.
Yeah, Jess, you probably like The Conjuring.
Okay, what's it about?
It's about possession.
Ooh, not of a kid.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull up the synopsis. I love the first 2 Conjuring films. They're good movies. They're really good. It's based on 2 people that were actual real ghost hunters. The Conjuring is it's directed by James Wan. I love James Wan. His stuff is good. It stars Patrick Wilson as Vera, and Vera Farmiga stars Ed and Lorraine Warren, paranormal investigators and authors associated with prominent cases of haunting. So they were real, like, inspectors, like, for haunting and stuff like that. Their purportedly real-life reports inspired the Amityville horror story and film franchise. The Warrens come to the assistance of the Perron family, who are experiencing increasingly disturbing events in their farmhouse in Rhode Island in 1971. It's pretty good. I like it.
All right.
You know which one I actually really enjoyed, and I know it wasn't really like a critical darling. It was The Last Exorcism.
Don't think I saw it.
It's really good. At least I thought it was really good, and it's really cool because the film starts out with the handheld documentary style thing, where you've got this preacher, and he's having a kind of crisis of faith. He's really not believing God or anything like that. He's one of those preachers that he goes around from town to town and he fakes exorcisms and things like that to kind of draw up money for his family, who his kid is really sick. And once he goes out to this small town, things start going a little bit weird, and it kind of plays with your emotions, and you start thinking, is this a real exorcism or not? Like, is he going to have to perform a real exorcism? Because some of the things that are happening to this girl are really weird, but there's kind of a scientific explanation as to what is going on with her. Like, is she just a little bit crazy, or is this a real exorcism that's happening? It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's it drops the ball a little bit for me in the last like minute and a half, but I really enjoyed it.
Okay. Anybody with any comic book questions, or are we all going with movies now? That's fine with me. I don't care what we talk about. It's got the chat's wound up.
Yeah, wherever we go. They seem to be enjoying this.
Yeah, it's fine with me. Yeah, we just follow the chat, I guess.
People are saying Sinister with Ethan Hawke is scary. Yeah, I like Sinister.
Sinister's good?
I like Sinister a lot. The writer's a really cool guy, C. Robert Cargill. I have one of his books. He signed it for me.
Oh, I think I remember you talking about that. No, I haven't seen Fox News lately. Why is that horror?
That's the real scary shit that's going on right now.
David Codd is recommending Audition. Have you seen that?
I haven't. That sounds familiar though. Yeah, Dreams and Shadows, Yavash. Skull Narrative asks, what's the best horror comic?
Horror comic.
That's tough.
I love. Gosh, I can only think about things that I've read in the past couple of years, like Witches and Severed by Snyder.
You were telling me I need to read Harrow County.
I haven't read it yet. It gets hugely great reviews, so I need to read that. I haven't read it yet. Ooh, Audition was pretty creepy. That's good. I want creepy.
I've heard last year's the best horror book of last year was My Favorite Thing Is Monsters or something like that. I heard that was really good.
Yeah, that's not horror though. That's more a kind of it's a great book. It was my number one book last year. Yeah, I ranked it number one.
Oh wow.
It's tremendously done, and she deals with her life through drawing monsters, reading monster comics, seeing monster movies. She's just a little kid set back in the 60s in Chicago, 1968 specifically. So it deals with a lot of political stuff. And it's her story, and then the woman upstairs suddenly dies, and she starts investigating it, and the woman upstairs was a Holocaust survivor, and she thinks the woman was murdered, but through a series of cassette tapes, she learns the woman's story, and it's all really well drawn, just amazingly well drawn on what looks like binder paper that this kid is drawing, but they're marvelous drawings. and she's got an older brother that influences her and takes her to the Chicago Institute of Art. What a great book.
I'm going to sit down with that then.
Yeah, you will like it. It's really well done.
Okay, everybody's talking about it. Yeah, that's going to be on my list. That'll be my homework for this week. I'll sit down with it.
Yeah, way good.
Lock and Key. Fuck, yeah, Lock and Key is good.
Oh, yeah, Lock and Key was pretty unnerving. I liked that book a lot.
Damn, let me think. We're talking horror books. I love horror.
Colder was good. I liked Colder a lot.
Nailbiter's really good. I haven't read the ending of it, but it was really good.
I haven't read that yet.
Nailbiter's good.
Uzumaki. Oh yeah, that was good. I read that.
Yeah, Uzumaki's up there as one of the best.
That was way creepy.
Yeah, Uzumaki's fucked up.
Yeah, it really is. Spirals.
It's crazy what he can do with spirals, and he makes it so unnerving.
Yeah, it really is unnerving. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It creeped me out.
In her head.
And they start eating each other. Skull Narrative says you can read it digitally on Comixology Unlimited. Monsters. My favorite thing is Monsters.
Consider it read. I will be sitting down with that this weekend then.
Awesome.
Is it? I heard it's kind of a slow burn though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is. She's kind of an outcast. She's just a little girl. She's an outcast. She draws herself like a werewolf. She's an immigrant family. So she's an outcast because she's an immigrant. And it's the biggest horror in it is that she gets betrayed by her best friend. I don't want to give too much away, but that's like the worst part of the. I mean, that's to me is the real gut punch when this poor little kid gets betrayed. But it's intricate. It's just it's really intricate.
Do either of you have proof you're not ghosts? No, we don't.
No, I'm old enough to be a ghost.
In fact, I'm right behind you right now, Nick. Is American Vampire considered a horror? I don't know.
Well, it's a vampire book.
It is, but it's a different kind of vampire book.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I guess you would consider it. I love Skinner Sweet. I love that dude.
Yeah, me too.
Just wish we got more American Vampire, but we're getting some this year, so.
Yeah, we're getting an omnibus of it.
Yahoo! And he's coming back for it, apparently.
Good.
That's what Riley was telling me. Black Hole. You know, I can never get into it. I tried reading it. The real question, how is Supernatural still on the air? Supernatural was on what, like the 13th season?
I remember watching that show, the very first season. I think my daughter was in middle school.
Dude, yeah, because I was in middle school, and your daughter's about my age.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I was in middle school when that first show that show first started. It's on 13th season, I think, or like 14th or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
I gave up after like season 7, season 8. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm good. I don't need any more Supernatural, but it's got its following. There's a Supernatural convention, just that alone.
I love the show I loved was Constantine. I loved that show. I was so disappointed when it got canceled.
How was that? I never finished the season.
Oh, it was so good. Gosh, it was good.
Even though they couldn't really like curse and portray him as big of an asshole as he was.
He did a good job.
He sold it.
Yeah, he was Constantine to me.
Well, I mean, what's cool about that is that even after that show has kind of like ended and they canceled it, the actor is still very much attached to the character. He's shown up
in the CW universe.
Yeah, he showed up in the CW universe a handful of times already, and he's voicing Constantine on an animated show.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so he's sticking with it. The Outcast comic show adaptation is great. Good, because Outcast wasn't.
We share our hatred for that comic.
I didn't hate Outcast. I just thought it was boring as hell.
Yeah, me too. It went nowhere.
Yeah, it was. I've read it. I've experienced it. Nothing.
Yeah. If the show's good, maybe I'd watch that.
I watched like half of the first season. And I was like, oh, this is just more of the same shit from the comic.
Oh, okay. Anyone ever read Severed by Snyder? Yeah, I loved it.
I love it. Love it. Love it. What do you guys think
Flash,
of
like Flash? I read the first trade, and I'm waiting for the hardcover. I love the first trade.
I've read 16 issues of it, so I'm all caught up.
Oh, okay.
Gets better as it goes. That's all I will say. It's better as it goes. Some of the things that they reveal later on, I was like, I saw that coming from a mile away, but I'm really excited to see what you do with it. It's really good. Gets a lot better.
Oh, Skull Narrative. I'm so disappointed you didn't like Divinity Volume 1. I really liked it.
I didn't read that.
That's too bad. I thought I don't know if it gets better because I liked the very first. I liked it from the very start.
Do you guys watch American Horror Story? I've seen the first season, and my girl has seen pretty much everything after that.
Is it good?
She loves it. I've seen the first season. I love the first season.
I should watch that.
Yeah, but the great thing about American Horror Story is that you can jump into any season because every season it's its own story with the same actors coming back.
Hmm.
So it's different. It's the same actors, but they play different characters in different stories.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I would like to see that.
It's really good. Watch The Wire, Matt. I'm gonna sit down one day and watch The Wire because of Matt.
Nick asking the tough question. Have you read Codpiece Thor yet?
Yeah, I've read it. I just haven't reviewed it. I have to read it. I have to. Man, if you look at my YouTube channel, I haven't updated that thing in like a month, 2 months at this point.
I'd settle for a review on this channel.
A review. I will give you a review of goddamn Codpiece Thor next Wednesday. How's that sound?
Awesome.
I'll give you the review next Wednesday.
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
On the condition.
Uh-oh.
There's a condition. We hit 1,000 subscribers.
What the hell are you talking about? You lost a bet. You can't put conditions on it. You lost a bet. You're supposed to review it like back in June.
I bet you if I put that condition on, we get 1,000 subs. I bet you if I did, we could hit it. What are we on? We're like what, 60?
What, 960? Is that where we're at?
We're like 60 away from 1,000.
Oh.
I bet you if I said that, we could get 1,000 subs. No, I'll give you a review next week. I'll give you a damn review of it next week.
All right, good.
Out of the way. I'm not going to be here next week. I'm going to be sick or something.
Oh, you said it. Everybody heard it.
No, I'll give you the review next week. Fucking Codpiece Thor. Review shouldn't count just because of that girl's bad acting alone.
That wasn't even the bat.
I know it wasn't. I just hated that girl's acting.
We know.
I know. Be a man of your word. I bet you'd get 1,000 subs just for doing it. It'll be the Wednesday show of the show, the Codpiece Thor review next week.
I will totally be promoting that when I put it up.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you, Nicholas Munoz.
I'll review it next week.
You know, I'll tell you what is a good horror comic is the first 5 issues of Sandman.
Yeah, yeah.
That was horrifying.
Yeah, that's a good choice. The arc with the serial killers convention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good stuff. The Corinthian with his eyes.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, I had never seen anything in comics like that before.
I want you to dress as Thor too.
Codpiece Louise.
Oh no, nobody wants to see that. Not even my girl wants to see that. Just make an in-depth Herbie review.
Oh, I have Herbie right here. I pledged my support to Monster, so I got to read that first. Jess should fall off the wagon and do episodes of liquor-laden root beer and do reviews hammered. That will get you to 1,000. That's not going to happen. Skull Narrative. Yeah, the diner. The diner stuff was really scary in that book.
Just let's say I find myself somewhere in the middle of like rural Louisiana and I'm stuck at a diner at 3 a.m. But I ordered some comics. Where can I get those comics from?
If you wanted to save up to 50% off and get order $50 or more and get free shipping in the United States, loyalty discounts, bomb-proof packaging, fabulous customer service. If you're in the middle of nowhere, America, you would want to order from InStockTrades.com.
Hey. That would also give me a divorce.
Yeah, dressed as Herbie? No. I mean, I've got my Howard the Duck t-shirt on. That's enough.
Your wife would institutionalize you if you showed up to the house as Fat Fury with the plunger on your head.
Don't know if it's been discussed yet, but what's your favorite root beer, Jess? My favorite, yep, Skull Narrative nailed it. Frost Top.
Everybody knows that.
Yep.
I don't think I could get Frost Top here in Florida. That sucks.
I hate promoting it because it's so hard to find, but it's really the best. My daughter and I, there's a place about an hour and a half away in Maryland called the Pop Shop, and they have 40 different root beer. It's nothing but sodas, and they have 40 different root beers. So she and I are going to go up there next weekend and get a bunch of root beer and do some more root beer reviews, because those seem to be people seem to like it, especially when we taste really bad ones.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. I remember we talked about this before, where I was looking where to get it. It's at the Ace Hardware store.
Oh, it is at your Ace Hardware store?
Well, let me see if it's in my area. Put it on. Hot damn! It's only 2 miles away.
Oh my gosh, you will be so pleased.
Oh shit! I'm picking that up tomorrow on the way home from work. Okay, I'm definitely stopping there, and I'm trying it tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear your review of it.
Yeah, it's only it's only 2 miles away from my house. That is not good for me. I could run there. All right, just let's end this live stream right now. I'm pretty sure I can make it there before they close at 10. It's only 2 miles away. Wow.
Ben Williams, we are going to be talking about Marvel's Fresh Start relaunch tomorrow night on Omnibroslive. I haven't studied it yet because I'm going to do my studying for it tomorrow so I can talk about it tomorrow. And Stephen Reyes, shut your mouth. I hate barks. How dare you, sir?
How barks, dare you? Man. I know you don't like it. I like it.
Well, once you taste Frost Top, you'll never go back. Luis will review the root beer 7 months from now.
Probably. Jeez, I'm coming up to a year that we made that bet, aren't I?
Yeah, in June. Didn't Wonder Woman come out in June?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It came out in June.
I get Frost Top at my hardware store too. That's where I discovered it. I don't know what it is about hardware stores and sodas, but they have all kinds of interesting sodas at my hardware store.
I have to stop there tomorrow on the way home. It's only 2 miles. I get it.
I will be reminding you in the Omnibros chat.
Please do, so that way when I get out of work tomorrow, I remember to actually pick it up. I've seen this root beer bottle before too.
It's a biggie.
Yeah,
big plastic dude.
it's $1.39.
Right. Yeah.
Damn, I wonder if Amazon. I would just rather have Amazon deliver it to me.
New message from the guy that canceled my comic book. What's your story, jerk?
See if Amazon delivers it. I'll just have a pallet show up at my house. Stop. Nope.
Sorry, I'm out.
I'm disappointed in Amazon.
Ooh, Jones. Brandon Robinson. Yeah, I like Jones. Thoughts on cream soda? It's good.
I like cream soda.
Yeah, cream soda's good.
Yeah, I don't like it as much as root beer, but I like cream soda. Damn it! All this talk of root beer, I know exactly where I'm gonna end up right after this.
You're gonna go to your Ace Hardware?
No, they'll be closed by that time. I'll probably end up at Walgreens or something like that and pick up some root beer there, just to kind of satiate the craving.
What happened to Jess? I'm right here. Why? Do I look like a ghost?
Just tried to get Gio-A comic variant. Oh, we're talking about that.
Oh, yeah. I tried to get a comic variant for Gio, and the guy's out. But there's 40 different sellers of it online, so I'll just go someplace else.
I love me some grape soda.
Knee high.
We were talking about this a few weeks ago that you and I kind of had the same thing where when we drink any soda for like the first few sips, we get like hiccups.
Yeah, that's right. I totally hiccup.
Yeah, I'm the same way too, and I'm wondering what it is exactly. It's something to do with the carbonation, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone see the one variant to X-Men Red with X-23's butt? What?
I have not.
Nope. I don't pay attention to the variant stuff too much.
No, I don't anymore either now that I'm out of floppies. But I heard that X-Men Red is supposed to be awesome.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what both Riley and Omar say. And
Who's writing?
I think even Peter M says that. I don't know. I don't know. It's only 1 or 2 issues out so far, but it's apparently really good.
Dye my hair blonde. I don't have hair.
Jess, how far are you in New Avengers? I finished the Omni, the first Omni, and I will pick up reading the rest of it. I really enjoyed it. So that's Bendis again. So I really enjoyed it. Ji Hyung Lee, Google it. X-Men Red #1, X-23, Ji Hyung Lee. Okay, wait. I'm gonna copy that. I wonder if I can copy this and then paste it. Okay, I will check it out right now. Variant operation. Oh, that's her butt, all right. Wow.
What?
That's a really cool variant.
What's it called?
You can copy it from what Chris M just put in there and Google it, and the image pops up of X-23. It's just her back, and she's dressed in some kind of gold leather X-Men thing. It's quite striking. I can see why somebody would want this. X-23 is in good shape.
Is it X-Men Red?
Yeah, X-Men Red, but it's the variant by Ji Hyung Lee.
Okay, let's see. God damn. All right.
Yeah, that guy can draw, huh?
Yeah, he can. Jeez. I would have bought like 3 copies of these as a kid. I'll take 3, sir.
It just wants that statue. That's true. If that was a statue, I would probably order it. That is a beautiful cover.
You have enough statues, Jess.
I know, it's true.
Come on, man. I was talking to Omar, and I think in the chat, and I was like, I think the worst nightmare for a collector is your wife, when you die, your wife marries somebody else, and that jackass ends up selling all your comics for cheap. Or ends up giving them away.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, you're totally right about that.
I think that's a collector's worst nightmare.
Yeah. And then Riley said that he told his wife that if he died to put all his stuff on the Omnibus group page and sell it for half off. And she said, no way. I'm putting it up for real money on eBay now that I know how much it is.
Definitely.
Is it a statue?
No.
Ms. Camarul says Kotobayuki Basuju, get on it.
That's a good cover. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised nobody's complained about it yet online though.
Yeah.
It's always the one.
Matt Miranda asks, you saying Strong staying out of the statue game, Jess? No. In a word, no.
Matt's trying to stay out of the poster game, but he keeps buying them, man. He's got some beautiful artwork in his house.
Yeah.
It sounds like Riley needs to write his will out better.
Yeah.
What movie have you watched more than any other? That's a good question.
Oh, I know the answer to that, and everybody's too young in this chat to even know about it.
Okay.
West Side Story.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It's Puerto Ricans.
Huh? That doesn't mean nothing. I've never seen it.
Oh my God, it's the greatest musical of all time. It's great. I love it.
Steve Reyes says Back to the Future. That's a good choice.
What comic have you read more than any other?
That's a good one. For me, though, movie, it would be Top Gun. I used to love watching Top Gun as a kid, mostly because of the fighter planes and stuff like that.
That's a good choice. Let's see. What have I read more than anything else?
Jess is more Puerto Rican than me.
You know, I read the DC Absolute Justice like once a year.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be and I'm constantly surprised by it because I have such a bad memory. I forget the major twist in it. So I always like reading it.
New Frontier is mine.
Yeah, New Frontier is awesome.
I've read that more times than I can count. I've never seen Goonies, Matt Miranda.
Oh, Nick Munoz knows West Side Story. The Sharks and Jets. Exactly right.
All right, Jess, I'm not feeling too hot. So you want to go ahead and call it?
Okay, dude. I appreciate that you stuck it out this long.
Yeah. Yeah. One more time, Jess. Where can they buy their comic books?
If you're interested in getting trades of comics, up to 50% off, loyalty discounts, bomb-proof packaging, free shipping over $50 in the United States. You should be playing Herb Alpert while I do this. Do you have that handy?
Not right now. I said Herb Alpert for the
previews.
for the solicitations in the previous.
Great customer service, bomb-proof packaging. That would be InStockTrades.com, our best friends there. Thank you for sticking it out.
Thanks once again, Jess.
And thank you to all the great chatters tonight. This was great. It went all over the place and was really fun.
Yes, it did. Now I'm going to take a big bottle of medicine and probably knock out.
What about root beer?
Damn you, Jess. So I'm going to go to my local Wawa first and then take a big bottle of medicine and then pass out.
There you go. Thanks to all the chat people. We will see you next Wednesday, unless we see you tomorrow on Omnibroslive. Thanks, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Bruh.
Good night, you beautiful bastards. Thank you, Stephen Reyes.